I'm Natalie McCool and welcome to my podcast McCool and the Gang.
This episode is a South by Southwest special recorded live in Austin, Texas, featuring chats with US indie pop artist Anna Fox Roshinsky and Sarah Corcoran from Irish indie band Pillow Queens. It was so great to chat with both of them and also see them play live at the festival. So tune in for wisdom, insight, and as usual, giggles. Here we go.
I think you're a magnet, and I'm a magnet too. People just attract like magnets, like me and you.
Okay, so I'm with Liz Lawrence at the British Music Embassy before her show. How are you doing, Liz?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks.
I'm fine, thanks. We're just chatting about how the festival has been for all the UK artists. How's it been for you?
It's nice. It's kind of wild, isn't it? Like, when we first got here and walked down 6th Street, I was like, this is absolutely insane. But I've just seen so much good music. I don't think I expected that to be, it sounds weird, but I don't think I expected that to be my favourite thing about it. But I've just seen, like, all the bands I've seen have been wicked. Yeah. So, I think that's been the main thing. Yeah.
It's definitely, like, a level, isn't it? Like, and it's exciting for me to see that and, like, okay, that's what we've got to match.
Yeah, I find it inspiring. Yeah,
it's really
definitely,
inspiring.
Definitely.
Who's been your favourite discovery so far?
Most of the bands I'd already heard of. I watched this band called Gustav, who are from New York.
I saw them last night.
Oh, it's so good.
Can I tell you the best story?
Go on.
Okay, I was there last night after Pillow Queens.
Yeah.
And Beck was stood in front of me.
Well, Beck was there, yeah.
Mate,
yeah.
I was like, Beck's head is here. Like, I could lick his head.
Just like snip off a lock of hair.
I know, yeah, exactly. Yeah. I said hello to him. I was like, I've got to say hello.
Yeah, cool.
He was like really cool. I've just been to see him.
Have you?
He was at
Did he do like a speech? Or was it a...
yeah, so the keynote was yesterday. He did like a speech. But he was just playing like an acoustic show at Moody's.
Cool. Yeah.
Which is where Dolly Parton played last night.
Oh, wicked,
so
okay.
Come from there.
Oh, nice, okay.
It's really cool.
Oh, yeah, wicked.
It's really just insane, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
So it's been a long time since we played
definitely
that gig.
Yeah, that venue last
Bridge.
night actually. I think that had such a vibe. I was like, this is where all the rock stars are hanging out.
Like a comedy club? Because I looked at photos of it.
Oh no, not my show. Where we saw Gustav and Pillow Queens.
At Valhalla.
Yeah, I thought that was like a rock. Like it felt like a rock
cool.
bar. Yeah, it was good.
When I walked in, it had a pool table. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, it was good. No, Estes Follies is weird. It was weird. Like it's like a little theatre.
Yeah,
comedy
theatre.
Yeah. And then when I did my sound check, I got this one track that's got all these bass notes in it, and then like all this like dust was just falling from the ceiling.
That's kind of cool.
And I was like, is that asbestos, lads? And they were like, yeah, probably.
No way.
We don't think so. Yeah. So it was alright. It was good. Yeah, it was good.
So you, I listened to your Avalanche album.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's Kat. Like I was talking to manager Kath, and she was like, "I love that album." But I remember like playing with you way back when, and obviously like everyone changes over time. Like I feel like I've changed so much like over that period of years. But I was like really pleasantly surprised. Like this is fucking like really cool stuff. Like what kind of inspired you to go in that direction?
I think it's what I've always wanted to do. It's just really difficult, isn't it? You know this. Like when you want to just get out there and it's just and all you've got at your disposal is a guitar.
Yeah.
Then that's what you do. So you go out and then just over the years, like I got a laptop, and then when I got a laptop, I got GarageBand, and then I got Logic, and then like bit by bit, I was trying to make.
Because I read that you produced it.
Yeah, I produced the whole thing.
That's
I played
amazing.
every instrument, I did the whole thing.
I love that.
So you have to. I think people need to understand that you know those provisions they're not given to you. You have to work for them. And so every time I picked up something new, I started to formulate that sound that I wasn't getting with just me, obviously, in a guitar. So it wasn't like, it's not like it wasn't a decision that I made. It was just one that I was working towards. And again, like, you know, that's what artists do, like, isn't it really? Like, you're working towards that ultimate place of like, this is what I've always thought I would sound like. I still don't think I'm there yet, but that's exciting too. So, yeah. You know how it is.
Yeah, I feel similarly because I got like the Arts Council funding
Yeah,
developing your creative practice.
Yeah.
But that was around the whole thing of like, I want to be more self-sufficient as an artist, and I want to work towards like producing my own music. And I just love like talking to people who've made that like step in. Okay, I'm going to produce my own music now.
Yeah.
I think it's so exciting. Like,
It does make you like quite a lot more viable. Like I hate using that word, but it came up so much during the pandemic, and the fact that I knew how to make a record meant that that's what I could do.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have been waiting, and
everyone was so weirdly busy during that time.
Yeah. I mean, no one I knew was busy. No.
I think like I just think everyone had like agreed to loads of projects and not necessarily getting paid for it, but just agreed out of like I need something to do.
Yeah, totally. Got to be busy.
Yeah, but
Yeah, for real.
yeah. How long did it take you to kind of make the album and track everything? And was it kind of like
Really quick.
Was it really quick?
Yeah, less than
Wow.
3 months, I reckon.
Nice.
Like the writing, because I was excited. Like at the start of the pandemic, I was excited still. So like I got the writing done really quickly, and then I was sort of producing as I went. So that sort of saved me a few jobs when it came round to it. But yeah, wasn't a long one. Next
Yeah.
one's going to be a long one. We're
Do
going
you
to take our
reckon?
time. Yeah, really sweat the small stuff. I've never done that before. I don't really sweat the small stuff.
What do you mean by that? Like,
I mean, like, usually I go in for energy and sort of just like approximation. I'm just kind of DIY. I always want to
Okay,
think.
yeah.
When you're making something in a bedroom, the way for it to try and sound punk, I think, is to like not over sweat it. But then I think if you're in the studio, the way to make it sound punk is to like make sure every sound is like, you know, what's the word? Like perfect. Everything is exactly how you want it to be. So that's sort of what I'm aiming towards. That slightly different, like, sense of something immaculate.
okay, yeah.
I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love like being in the studio is my favourite part. I think.
Yeah.
What do you prefer it live or in the studio? What do you prefer?
Neither.
That's a really hard question.
Yeah,
that's
neither really. But like, I love being out live because I get, at least these days, mostly get to work with a band and that sort of camaraderie, and that's where the sort of fun and the joy. But actually, recently I've loved being in the studio because I'm just having a really good time in there, and like I built a little studio, so I'm like, again, like that self-sufficient thing of when I'm in the studio, I know that I'm not paying rent that I can't afford to some asshole who's bought too much property. You know what I mean? So that means I feel at peace in my garden because I've built something out of wood with my dad and I do not have to pay. So yeah, so it's all that stuff. That gives me a sense of peace. You know, it's all good. It's all good until touring's harder, I think, in the studio. Because, you know, when you've been touring a long time, like it takes its toll on you, you know?
I feel like sometimes it's really difficult to get songs that you love to work live as well.
Do you think so?
Yeah, there's some songs that I absolutely love on record, and it's taken a long time to get them right. I don't know why. It's just one of them.
Sometimes recordings just capture something, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're all different versions, isn't it? It's all different, but like I'm doing different versions of most of my songs tonight because I'm doing a solo show. So I sort of had to take some bits out and figure it out, and then some of it I just do to like my own little tracks that I made in the studio.
Yeah.
Because I figured, why not? I can't afford to bring a band. At least I played the bass and the drums myself. Or
What's
whatever.
you, isn't it though? Like you know, your hits and your songs.
It's like Blue Peter, like here's one I made earlier kind of.
Yeah,
feeling.
here's one I made earlier.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, yeah.
I'm these days like really interested in like gear. It's like, is there one piece of gear that you just love, like the sound of, that you can't, like you just want to use that sound on everything?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like live or in the studio.
I recently...
It can be a plug-in or whatever.
I recently got really into Kate Le Bon, and then so I was obviously nerding out over her guitar pedal setup, and she uses a lot of these pedals by this company called Earthquaker.
Yeah.
So I bought actually got it for Christmas, like this Octava organ. I can't even remember what it's called. I'm not that much of a tech head, but
octave pedal.
it's like an organ. It's called an organizer, so it makes it sound like the organ of the guitar.
Oh,
so
wow.
at the moment, every morning, I'm like, that's the first thing I put on. It's got like a modulation, obviously going through like the kind of and the pitch.
Yeah.
So it's just great. Yeah. So that's probably my
Nice.
new piece of kit. What have you got?
You know what? Like, I'm pretty trad. Like,
Yeah.
there's this one pedal that I've used on everything, and I love it still. It's
Yeah.
like the DD6.
Oh yeah. I've never heard.
You know
of
what? It might be the DD7.
it. Okay.
It's like boss delay, just standard boss delay DD7, I think it is.
Nice.
It's got like this warp function on it. Just like overlays the signal again over and over, and it's like
Sick.
it's like tape delay or something, but even more like intense.
Wicked.
It's on everything. Like,
That's the thing. If it ain't broke, don't
if it ain't broke, don't fix
yeah.
it. Like, I've had it since I was like 18. I'm like 33 now. So it's been with me this whole time.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
That's great.
And I've been into my like octave stuff lately. So I've got like a whammy, a Digitech Whammy 5.
Okay, yeah.
It's like a big red kind of whammy pedal.
Cool, okay. Have you heard of the pitchfork? Pitchfork pedals. Have a little look.
Pitchfork pedal.
Yeah.
I love an octave pedal.
Pitchfork are amazing.
Okay.
They do like, and they've got like the Synth 9 and like stuff. Have you heard of the Synth 9?
No.
So if you've got these on the audio, check out those pedals because if you're into
Synth 9.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Are you into like reverbs, like big reverbs?
No,
No.
reverb
You're
I'm
all
not
dry.
into. I'm pretty dry. Even on my vocals now,
I
I
heard that,
rarely
yeah.
use any. Like I prefer a delay, like a sharp, like snappy delay.
Yeah.
I think I'm trying to go for something a bit more masculine in my vocal, like something a bit more macho. And obviously, you know, as soon as you're a woman, you walk on stage, and the sound person's like the longest fucking reverb you've ever heard. I'm like, no, just a short delay. Let's do this. Just something about being direct. I feel like, because I used to play folk music, the issue is trying to get people to now not see me in that way. So I'm having to be so direct.
Yeah.
I'm literally looking at them and saying, I'm no longer doing this.
Yeah,
And they're still like, acoustic pop singer-songwriter, Liz Lawrence. Fucking hell. I'm gonna... Sorry.
It's a struggle, isn't it? And I
What's
feel
going
that
on?
as well. Like,
How do we do this? Like,
I feel the moment you walk on as a woman with a guitar, they're like, oh yeah, like singer-songwriter. And I still get called like songstress. I hate that.
I keep getting called folk, and I'm like, have you actually listened
Yeah,
to
have
my
you actually
record?
listened to what's
There's
new?
nothing about it. It's folk.
I know what you mean.
In my mind, I'm like, Nick Drake is folk anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm like, just help me out here.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know how the frustration is.
It's really frustrating. I really get it. Like, suffered from that as well.
Yeah.
And it's like, and even like when I was playing acoustically, like on record, I was like weird alternative indie.
Yeah.
It wasn't even folk.
Yeah, totally.
It's like really frustrating.
Yeah, totally.
But yeah, what's coming up for you?
I've got a couple of sport dates with Everything, which is really exciting.
Oh, I saw that, yeah.
And then a few,
I love that band.
Yeah, like a few cool little UK headlines, like in towns I'm looking to. I think we're doing like Sheffield and York and Leicester, like some cool bits. And then
New music?
new music. That's what I'm going to have to start working on when I get home.
Yeah.
With all this inspiration from all these
Get
sick
that synth
bands.
pedal out.
Yeah.
Get slap delay on. Well, it's a pleasure chatting to you.
nice
and
chatting
I'm
to you.
excited to hear.
Yeah. So-
Yay! Okay, bye-bye, Liz Lawrence. Here we go.
Okay.
Okay, I am here at the BME with Logo,
Hello.
who are, I believe, performing tomorrow evening.
We are.
Yes.
We're nervous.
Oh,
We
yeah.
are a bit excited as well.
So we're at South by Southwest. How has it been for you guys so far?
We're struggling with the heat a little bit. It's
not used
March
to it.
in the UK. It's pretty cold. We're trying not to be too much like we're on holiday, trying to be in the work zone. But the food is amazing. We've had burritos, tacos,
Yeah.
margaritas.
I've had 4 burritos today.
Oh man,
I
They're
didn't know
like
that.
3 small ones.
Okay.
I had 2 for breakfast,
doesn't count.
1 for lunch,
You're smashing
and then a
it.
big one for dinner.
they're so salty, aren't they? Like,
They are.
I
I
was
feel
so
dead.
thirsty.
They like
I'm
weigh
so
like
tired
a
now.
small baby.
Yeah.
With the weight of a
I feel dirty.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, it's been fun. So you excited about your gigs?
Yeah, we are. It's
First time in the States.
It's the first time playing in the States. Like, it is interesting because so far we have only done. Me and Toby did a little stripped back set.
In a hotel. Yeah.
But we're doing a full band one tomorrow, which I am excited about. But it's weird going into a gig without having done a bunch of rehearsals beforehand.
Yeah.
Like, I'm worried.
Yeah.
A bit like.
Week and a half.
Yeah. I think it'll be okay though. I'm looking forward to it.
It will be okay.
It's a nice venue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be boss. And you guys have had like, you know, going really well for you guys, and after some singles out, and
Yeah.
We're pleasantly surprised.
no, it's great. Like, enjoy it. It's absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, we were meant to release the EP last year, quite a while ago, but it got postponed. But it's nice for it to like finally be out.
It's all out.
Yeah.
That's good.
I wikied you, Obs.
Oh yeah, of course.
And it says that you are from Hemel Hempstead.
That is true. Biggest roundabout in
Big
the UK.
fact. Biggest fact.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll save that one for the pub quiz.
we're weirdly like, a lot of people think we're a Bedford band because our manager's from Bedford and we play there a lot, but
Okay.
Brad's from Luton, Toby's from Amptill, little village, and then me and Tom are from Hemel.
Okay.
Good old Hemel. There's no venues in Hemel though, really. Like, there's like one.
It's a small scene.
Very small scene.
Oh, that's cute though.
Yeah.
It's nice.
When did you first start writing music?
I started when I was about, like I've had piano lessons when I was 7.
Good. Yeah.
I started writing when I was 12. And I wrote a really bad song called London Bird. But yeah, I've just been writing.
Why is it bad?
It just wasn't. The first song's not always the best one, but I just have been like always writing since then.
Yeah.
Toby's self-taught.
Yeah. It's why I'm not very good. But,
No.
it's
Self-taught
true.
people are the
It's
best.
true. It's like my sister started. She tried to learn piano, and then gave up. And I was like, "Oh, just take the keyboard, I guess." And then now I'm in a band somehow. But it worked.
I think when you're self-taught though, like you've got your own.
I agree with that.
I don't know what's wrong, so it's more like experimental.
Exactly. Yeah.
We were talking about that earlier because
Yeah.
I'm not trained at the guitar at all, so I do weird things sometimes.
Exactly.
So does Toby, and it's like,
It's a good thing though.
yeah, it does mean some like creative choices are
Yeah.
made.
Yeah.
It means real musicians look at us and like, ugh.
Yeah, but
What
then
are they
people who
doing?
don't know anything
Yeah,
about music are like, okay,
Yeah.
that sounded alright.
Yeah.
Oh no. What is a real musician though?
I don't know.
Yeah.
They're everywhere here. I'll tell you that
Everywhere.
much.
Oh my
Loads.
god. Even like the people playing on the street, I'm like, you can take my song. That's
Yeah.
really good. Like my drummer's like walking past like,
I know. On the flight over here as well, it's the most alternative bunch of people on the flight ever. You can tell everyone
Most
in the band.
expensive cargo on a plane.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you take your guitars?
And our
The
bass,
plane? Yeah.
the tuning thing on our bass is completely bent at the top, and we've got to
Is
use.
it? I didn't realise that.
Do you not?
No?
No, it's completely bent. It still kind of works, but we're a bit nervous about
Is it
that
okay?
tomorrow. Yeah.
Just replace it.
It'll be okay.
It'll be
Mine seems to be okay, I think. I can't tell if it's really quiet now.
We'll see.
But yeah.
Did you have like a nightmare about the voltage situations? Because we did this morning. I plugged
Oh,
my
did
pedals
you?
in. Yeah, I plugged my pedals in. There was no sound. I was like,
Oh no. I should test them out.
Yeah.
you should. Yeah, please do. Please
Oh, man.
do. But it's okay now.
You wouldn't have thought of these things. It's like our in-ears don't work here either. It's like a few things that you just don't
Yeah.
think you need to think
It's like
about playing
the
in America.
frequency the in-ears have are like illegal.
Oh shit.
I don't know why. Is
Well, I've
it
got
like,
in ears as well.
is it like
Oh,
police
yeah.
frequency? I think you can change
Some
it
of
to
them,
something
some of
else.
them are
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
My one is
Just
not.
hearing crimes
It's been a
happening.
murder.
I know.
Like,
Yeah,
I
well,
can
like,
solve this. Yeah.
you get all the goss then.
that's a bit distracting while singing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Is there like one, like when you're playing live, is there one piece of kit that you fucking love, like you can't live without, or on record?
I think at the moment the Akai,
Kai's very good. My little
use
sampling
Kai
pad.
keyboard.
Yeah.
it's like a little touchpad that we put all of
Oh,
our
the-
we
Yeah,
put all
yeah,
of our
yeah.
backing tracks onto it, and we depend on it quite a lot now.
Yeah, we do.
We never used to, but it helps because only 3 of us are playing some of the time, so it's quite a quiet sound. So.
Yeah. So you have guitar voice.
Guitar voice. It's mainly keys, bass, and drums driven. And I occasionally play something on the guitar, but not very well. But yeah, occasionally. And Brad sometimes takes over the guitar.
Oh yeah.
As well. He's really good at guitar.
He's very
way
good
better than
guitarist.
me.
Oh, nice one. Do you find that you're like, do you want your records to represent what you do live, or do you want your live to represent what you do on records?
I think like that's a really good question. You were right. That is a good question. I know that our manager really wanted us to replicate our records live more. I think that we've always felt more comfortable recording stuff than performing. So I think like we've always been trying to work towards sounding how we do in the studio. But there's like a different kind of energy to live
It sometimes depends on the song. It's like Andreas, we tried to get more of the live sound.
Yeah, that's true actually. Yeah,
And then things like what other songs? Oh no, like Living Alone. That's more, we build that up in the studio.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And it could change as well. Like, you don't know what's going to happen. Like
Exactly.
Yeah.
A lot of the Toby adds like makes a lot of the backing tracks and the soundscapes, and they become quite a nice little detail that we add in. But yeah,
Spicy stuff.
spicy stuff.
Spicy.
How about you? Do you find like?
Oh yeah, definitely. Live represents recording every time.
Yeah, I'm impressed by bands who are like they sound better live than in their recordings, but I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, I think it's that kind of thing. Like one is one or the other.
Yeah.
And you can work at making the live really good if you're like recording bass.
Well, I think so many like artists now, like a lot of bedroom like pop artists, they start like making music at home, not performing to people. So it's like almost like you have to catch up the other way around. Like if people start doing really well online, then it's like all of a sudden they have to perform live because people are interested to hear it, and they haven't got the experience. It just takes time.
It's a completely different like art form as well. Like playing live, like
Absolutely.
loads of shit to think about. Like
It takes so long to like. I used to hate it. I feel better about it now, but that's only a recent change. Because it's just I like when you. After having like done performing, I now when I look at like really professional musicians, I'm like, it is a skill, like absolutely. I don't know how people do it.
It's pretty impressive.
I think it's probably a lot to do with like the internet and as you say like YouTube sensations. Like whereas way back in like Joni Mitchell, just wouldn't have had that at all.
Yeah.
You would have just been used to going up again and again and like smashing it.
I know. I think Gareth's always trying to get us to practice like as much as possible. You're always trying to get us to practice. Yeah. It helps. It helps.
I like playing in front of our friends. Like
That's a good practice.
That's
I think.
terrifying.
It is terrifying. It's actually. I find it more scary if my friends are there sometimes. But it's good to have an audience. Or even I find if I record something on my phone, even that will make me just try and play a little bit better and like act like someone's there.
Never play in front of your partner though, because they always think it's about them and then get into all different things.
Especially if it's a negative song. I've had that a few times where it's like, well, what's that about? And it's like, nothing. I wrote this ages ago.
It must be hard to date a songwriter though.
I think it must be difficult.
Be very hard.
Yeah, it's tricky.
Unless they also like understand what it's like. It's like, you know, it's a kernel of truth in there somewhere.
I know.
But it's embellished and exaggerated, you know.
Especially if they're the muse as well. Like, tricky. It is tricky.
What's coming up for you?
We have a mini tour when we get back from America, playing in a few places, I think finishing in London. And then I think we're getting back in the studio again. We have a few, I know, we love being in the studio. It's scary trying to get as much as you can recorded without spending too much money. That's like the main problem. But
do you find that like, I know that for myself, like really got into learning how to produce my own music. Just to save money, like actually got like an arts council grant to do it.
Oh, awesome. That's
And I really enjoyed it. Like now doing like library music as well. Just love it. But it was a means to save money and be more self-sufficient.
We try and Toby will often, like, we have Logic, but Toby's like the best at kind of sound production, but we're all kind of like a bit novice-y with it, but we will try and make a demo that is as good as it can possibly be at home, and then we'll bring that in and add in the drums, the vocals, and the stuff we can record at home properly, just to save money. But
It's like a lot of the sounds in the final songs are like I've made at home already.
yeah,
It's like, okay, someday, like,
it's pretty much all
it's
made
like
at home, yeah.
80% is just the demo.
But the vocals, like, my mic is terrible, and we can't record drums at all. Like, we're just bad at it. But the bigger the sound has got, the more we've had to like spend money.
You know what though? Like I don't know. I have a USB microphone. It's like condenser microphone, but it's really good piece of kit.
Honestly, I think that I overthought my mic setup because I'm not getting a good sound from it. It sounds like I'm singing in a toilet.
It depends on the room.
Yeah, it's for your room.
It does. I did move recently. Yeah.
I think you should do it in like your little wardrobe thing.
Well, I started just recording vocals on my phone again because it's clear. Like it is.
And you know what? Like one of my songs, Pins, I actually use like demo vocal to open the song, and it was basically me singing into the laptop and it getting fan wearing and everything.
Oh, like lo-fi.
And it's cool,
We love
and then
lo-fi.
it just like opens up into like really like poppy.
That's great. I love that.
But yeah, I think
I'm gonna have to listen to that. No, that's good. I do like. It's hard because I like lo-fi stuff, but to try and make something intentionally lo-fi is quite hard. I found.
Yeah, it normally sounds a bit like, I don't know, it's not real lo-fi.
Yeah.
Because you can't get the thing where it's like, if everything's not lo-fi, it can sound strange.
Yeah, that's true.
It's weird.
Who are your influences then?
I think like as a band, I know that everyone kind of likes the Strokes, Sufjan Stevens, Metronomy, and then you like Perfume Genius a lot.
I love
and LA
it.
Priest.
He's playing here somewhere. Thursday, I think. I guess we have to shout out Radiohead.
Yeah,
I know
the
it's
boys
generic,
love Radiohead. They love Radiohead.
Our favorite song? I mean, that's a really difficult question.
Oh yeah,
Go for it.
favorite song.
Like of all time.
Yeah? Oh, Radiohead.
Radiohead.
Oh,
Yeah.
favorite Radiohead
Specifically
song.
Radiohead.
Oh no. What would I go to?
His brain's gonna explode now.
It would take me too long.
It's too much
Shaz,
choice.
you said something.
Okay. I mean, I like Radiohead too, but not as much as these guys. I really like the song "Nude" from In Rainbows. That's one of my favorites.
Okay.
But yeah.
It might be the song Kid A from Kid A.
Okay.
Okay. I thought you were gonna like wake up at night later on like, it's this song.
No, it'll keep changing.
I think mine is the Pyramid song.
Yeah, that's my mum's favorite. She loves that song. That's a
I
lovely
saw
one.
that when they played it live. Can't remember where. Maybe it was like for a TV thing or like MTV, and it was like mind blowing.
I would love to see
Mind
that.
blowing.
Well, it's like Johnny plays on that one when he does that live. He like uses a cello string on his guitar.
Oh man,
Yeah.
they're amazing.
It's one of my favourite guitarists of all time.
Yeah.
He's incredible.
Him and like Tom Morello.
Apparently he's around here.
Who?
Tom Morello.
No.
We saw him. I
we
saw
did
him.
actually see him.
It's like where I got my breakfast tacos. It's like some guy was just like, I think that's the guy from Rage Against the Machine. I was like, okay.
And then we looked at him,
like,
it's
I
like,
walked
oh,
past him and it's like, that does look like him. And then I Googled just to be sure. So apparently he likes breakfast
out for him.
burritos.
I think
and
I'd
stuff.
die if I saw him.
Try and find him at the breakfast burrito places.
Yeah. Just give him a
Just
big
with
hug.
Joe's, I think just with Joe's burritos or something.
Yeah.
Shout out Ben.
Shout out Joe's burritos. Yeah.
What do you enjoy most about the recording process? Because you mentioned that you love it.
Yeah, I do love it. I think I love it when I love doing the vocals because it's like once the vocal track is done and I'm happy with the comp, like I can relax and just start doing the harmony stuff, and I really enjoy that. When it's all starting to come together and you know that you've like you started the day with something kind of disorganized and ended with something amazing. I
Yeah.
love that. Amazing. Wow, I'm being a bit. It was amazing, but
You do it. You got it.
yeah, self-confidence.
Yeah,
but yeah, no, I enjoy that aspect. But
Yeah.
whereas performing, I'm sure you agree, is scary.
It can be, yeah. I think, yeah. Well, I mean, your manager's right. Rehearsals.
Yeah, he's always getting us to rehearse, genuinely.
Then you'll just be immune to whatever goes wrong. You're like,
Yeah.
I know I can do this in my sleep.
And we have had a lot of things go wrong, like so many things. We even had a woman interrupt our show, take my mic off me and ask us to enter the tombola that was closing in 5 minutes at this mini festival
That's
round.
like Kanye level of rudeness.
I know, and she was just like, the tombola's closing, and I was like, okay, and she was like, are you going to go and enter? And I was like,
Oh my word.
we need to play.
It was funny.
It was funny though, yeah.
And it was a charity gig, so
Yeah.
they can get away
We'll
with it.
accept it. We'll accept it.
I also play in a band called White Horses, which are like kind of like psychedelic 60s pop.
Oh, lovely.
And we did a festival on this boat in the
A boat.
Mediterranean. Yeah, it was like the Belle and Sebastian.
That sounds amazing.
Festival. And it was amazing. The fans were insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like playing guitar and singing on stage, and we had like stage invasion because it's fun. And some woman full kissed me. I was like playing guitar, so I couldn't do anything. She was like,
Oh my god.
and I just laughed. I was like, you know what?
I can't.
care.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
I would be so thrown off by that.
And she was really drunk as well. I was like, she was a sloppy one.
We've actually had like Brad, like for some reason, Brad gets all the girls, and like when we're playing, there was one time when these people just kept screaming at him.
Oh, yeah.
And the security, like, it was really out of the ordinary because nobody else was really like feeling it, and the security guard had to like get rid of them. But
Yeah. We thought they were being sarcastic.
I know, we were like, are you actually
Apparently they
enjoying
actually
this?
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
We couldn't tell. We're not used to people, apparently.
No,
It's like in
not
our
used to
gigs.
people enjoying our music.
Yeah.
That's a new thing.
It's like, as you say, sad songs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sad. What was it? Brad was calling it.
Like
If you
depressing
like
pop.
pop, but you also like being depressed.
Yeah. Depressing pop.
I like it. I had one final question. Do you know what your next release is going to be yet? Can you give us any info?
We have a small idea, but it's not set in stone.
There's like 2 potential things.
Two potential things. We're not going to do an EP next. We're going to do like an A and a B side single, I think.
Yeah.
But there's one that we really love, and we're playing it tomorrow. But I don't think that's going to be the single.
Okay.
We really want it to be, but once we get through the red tape, we'll know for sure like what we can do. But
We have to get it on vinyl as well.
Yes, we really want to do that.
I want to do physical stuff.
I love collecting vinyls now. Like,
And the coloured vinyl, like my album, I got it on like transparent white vinyl.
Oh, nice.
Looks I like want to eat it. We're South by Southwest, baby.
yeah.
Well, thanks so much for chatting.
No,
It's
thanks.
okay, it's lovely to speak to you.
Yeah,
like,
you
for
too.
sure.
Yeah.
Also,
Yes.
link me that song you mentioned about the fan on the computer, because that sounds really good.
Oh yeah, I will
Yeah,
do for sure.
no, I'm looking forward to that. But yeah,
So thank you, Logal.
thank you very much for having us.
See you soon.
Thanks so much for listening, and don't forget to subscribe and follow to this podcast. I'm Natalie McCool, and you can find me and my music on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and also on my website nataliemccool.co.uk. Thanks!
You're a magnet, and I'm a magnet too.